everything. Where do we live? Do we have kids? Are we, like, so happy?
Did you honestly think that you were gonna be married and have multiple kids in your dream job by the time you were 40? Oh, you did, okay.
My Old Ass, tucked away on Prime Video, looked promising enough. Well, that's because the trailer kept promising a different movie. Elliot is just about to turn 18 and takes off with her two besties for a psychedelic evening on the old magic mushrooms.
To Elliot.
No, not the whole bag.
May you experience a new level of consciousness tonight.
Oh my God, are you guys tripping? I don't feel anything.
That's because we don't tolerate drugs well.
Hey, freak.
But who should pop up but someone older yet strangely familiar? It's herself 20 years later and played by the entertainingly sarcastic Aubrey Plaza. Frankly, an evening of Plaza being mean to her teenage self sounds rather fun.
Who are you?
Elliot. Dude, I'm you.
You're me.
What's up?
I don't have a gap in my teeth.
Yeah, wear your retainer. Left boob, 1 cup smaller than the right.
Oh,
But that's not quite what this is. Unlike the trailer, which is about 80% Aubrey, who calls herself My Old Ass when she contacts her younger self, if you were wondering, this is mostly about young Elliot. It's a variation on If I Knew Then What I Know Now. In this case, young Elliot is already having doubts about her girlfriend, so is looking for tips about life and romance.
I know Mom can be annoying, but be nice to her and go hang out with your brothers.
Ow, Max!
Also, can you avoid anyone named Chad?
Good morning, Elliot. Have you met Chad?
Since her preferences have so far always been towards women, the advice to avoid someone called Chad seems a bit redundant. But in the increasing absence of Elliot's magical older self, My Old Ass drifts into pretty familiar territory. Essentially, Greta Gerwig's Lady Bird without Greta Gerwig. What we really want is more Aubrey Plaza.
You were so lucky. Life will never be the same as it is right now. Just take my advice and we'll be fine.
Oh my God!
I think.
The younger self is played by the cutely named Maisie Stella, who actually carries whatever point My Old Ass might have. In other words, the trailer was for fans of Aubrey Plaza, the film is for fans of Maisie Stella, whose next film, incidentally, is called Standing on the Shoulders of Kitties. Just saying.
Can we kiss?
No.
What? Can I at least touch my old ass?
Oh my God, you need to be locked up.
Meanwhile, an ultra-violent piece of Havoc, it's actually called Havoc, is coming at you on Netflix. One for the John Wick crowd, it's full of, I quote, flashy gunfire ballet and rustic hand-to-hand explosions of violence by the master of this sort of thing, Welshman Gareth Evans.
What you got for me?
You got footage of our suspect. Do you know him?
Evans is all about getting his violence up close and personal. He's best known for a couple of spectacularly bloody martial arts films, both called The Raid and set in Indonesia. Well, this one's set in an unnamed American city, actually Cardiff, and it stars Tom Hardy.
You're not going to get out of this city alive without my help.
The glowering Hardy has been promising big things for years in films like Inception, The Dark Knight Rises and Mad Max, but he's never quite made it to the A-League, despite or because of his enthusiasm for method acting. Here he plays a jaded homicide detective confronted by a murder.
I just came from a crime scene. 9 bodies.
A murder? What am I saying? There are dozens of them, mostly Oriental and heavily dusted in cocaine. The prime suspect is handed to Tom on a plate, the son of a former gangland kingpin turned politician.
My son is not a killer.
This kid is public enemy number 1.
Your son just started a gang war. They just want to shoot him dead. That's the end of his story.
I make one phone call. You go down for life. Get him back.
Well, I still like Forrest Whitaker, even if Tom Hardy is starting to wear out his welcome. And I really like Timothy Olyphant, who wears his old-school Hollywood stardom lightly, mostly on TV. Apart from anything, he can be funny, unlike Hardy.
I'm here to get you out.
It ain't up for discussion.
There are people out there looking for you.
But the star of the film is neither Oliphant nor Hardy. It's writer-director Gareth Evans. And like this sort of thing or not, Evans is clearly brilliant at any movie called Havoc. For a start, he takes his time setting up the rival forces. I hesitate to call them characters as such. Young punks, ruthless triad killers, cops, dirty and clean.
Don't forget, I know what you did.
You have no idea what I did.
The first half is punctuated with some bits of action, including a car chase that's terminated when someone heaves a washing machine through the windscreen of a police car. But Evans is saving his powder for the second half, which is entirely action.
This is your final warning. Pull over now.
They were trying to escape. Kill them all.
Well, there's no point judging Havoc as drama, despite Tom Hardy's pretensions, or even as an action-adventure, despite Timothy Olyphant's star presence. It's purely physical, visual and visceral, equal parts kung fu, Grand Theft Auto and Bolshoi ballet. And once again, don't let the trailer suggest it's anything else.
It looks like you got chewed up pretty bad, Jake.
Well, it's kind of hard to dodge a washing machine.